Hey, Marty. I am writing a caption. I'll do Woo! That long takes forever. Damn. All right. Are you excited to be here? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? How are you holding up with the quarantine? Let me know. Get settled. Hey, Kate. Hey, Tita Carmen. Welcome, welcome. I decided to give you guys a nice intro slide and some intro music today. Let's see. All right. Hey, guys. Let me tap that out. There we go. All right. Instagram is popping. I'm well. I miss you. I miss you too. Hey, Kate. How is everyone doing today? Today's the pre-Friday. You know, we got some stuff going on. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? All right. We are connected. We're connected here on Instagram. How are you doing? If you see my eyesight going this way, it's because I'm talking to Instagram. If you see my eyesight down here, it's because I'm talking to everyone else. That is Facebook, YouTube, Periscope / Twitter. So welcome everybody who is joining me on this chat. I've been doing this. Let me turn this music down before we start turning ourselves into club quarantine over here. Okay. Shout out to DJ Nice. If you've seen him. If you guys follow him on Instagram, DJ Nice, he does DJ mix beats and sessions at nighttime called Club Quarantine. So we're not that. I have no skills of that, but I do have skills of talking about relationships, and that's why we're here today. So, all right, we are good. All right. So ever since the quarantine kind of started and everybody has been home, we seem to have a little bit more time on our hands. So naturally, I have been pouring into my business and my blog and my products and all of that stuff. And that is why you guys have been seeing me so much lately. But one of the beauties behind that is that now every Thursday, I've been able to kind of expand on my video that I give you guys every Tuesday. And I've been able to do these live Q&A sessions. So today we are going to have the topic talking about 4 reasons why your relationship is losing its spark. All right. So please, by all means, if you guys have questions in between my 4 reasons, like do not be afraid to just chime in or like shoot it in the comments. If you have emojis or something that you want to give away, just let me know how you guys are doing because I'm going to feed off of your energy. Okay. If you're not giving me nothing, if it's just crickets, then I'm going to be like, all right, I'm going to end this right now. You know what I mean? But if you guys are in it and you guys, if I'm feeding you guys something, if you guys want to hear more details or if you want me to elaborate more, then I need to know in the comments section. So be sure that you guys are adding that to your comments. Okay. Give me hearts. If you guys are new to like catching a live stream, make sure that you guys give me hearts or thumbs up or anything like that. And if you want to see the ongoing, the next week's topic, I will have that played for you at the end of today. Today is only going to be about 20, 30 minutes long. Okay. Every Thursday, my lives are about that long, but I will give you the topic for the following week. So that way you can be up ahead and you can look forward to that or whatever. All right. So let's just get right into it. Okay. There's a lot to cover and I'm very excited to share it with you. How many of you guys, out of a show of hands or of a show of emojis or whatever, how many of you guys in the comments have watched my latest video, the 4 ways to bring the spark back in your marriage? How many of you guys have seen that? All right, let me know in the comments. That way, if I have to break it down or if I have to kind of give you a little nutshell version of what that video is like, I'll go ahead and do it. But if you guys have already seen it, and you liked it and you guys are on board, you guys are ready for it, then I'm just going to get right into the reasons why people are losing their spark. Not yet. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm going to just, in a nutshell, I geared this to, hey, Raquel, haven't seen it. Sorry. That's totally fine. So what you guys can do if you're on Instagram, you guys can go on IGTV. And the way you do that is you just hit on my little icon of my face like that. You hit on that. You go to my profile. There's a little TV icon. You hit on that icon and you'll find my video. So you guys make sure that you watch that sometime this weekend if you get a chance to. But in a nutshell, I was talking about women who are in marriages and their marriage is good. Okay. Don't get me wrong. There's no complaints. However, it could be better. Okay. There's just a little dull and there's a lot of potential to shine up that dull. Okay, so in my video that I shared on Tuesday, I talk about 4 ways that you can bring back that spark. Okay, the first way is you talk about it. The second way is you're open to trying new things. The third way is you're willing to make investments. And the fourth way is you remember how it all began. Now, you might be sitting here and you might be like, whoa, Selina, that was way too fast. You're really talking really fast. Why don't you just slow down on those points? And the reason why I'm not going to is because I made a video for that. All right. This is not what this live is for. So if you are interested in learning more about those points, then check that video out on IGTV. If you're on YouTube, it's right there on my YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, it's right there on my business page. Periscope, Twitter, if you guys are out there, make sure you catch it on one of those avenues. Okay. Either Facebook or IGTV on Instagram or on my YouTube channel. Okay. But that's geared towards married women. All right. Hey, Tawana girl, how you doing? I see you, girl. That's geared towards married women. I wanted to break this up and I wanted to open it a little bit more to people who are in current relationships. Because as you all know, we are all going through some kind of thing right now. Okay. We've all been on lockdown. We've all been in a quarantine. We've all been closed inside our homes. We've been told time and time again to stay home, right? I love how matter of fact you are and to the point. Thank you, Madi. You know how I am, girl. And so this could be a good thing, the fact that we're all at home, or it could be really bad. Okay. Because right now, let's just break this down. You're at home. Okay. Your normal day to day is different. Okay. If you have kids, your kids are now at home with you all day. Okay. If you had a job, now you're forced to get outside of your comfort zone and either work from home or not work at all. Okay. Your finances are a little bit jacked up. And now we got this stimulus check that's coming in if you're in America. And it's like, what do we spend it on? And is it going to cover enough? And are we going to be able to sustain ourselves by the time this money, there's a lot of things going on. Okay. Danielle, welcome. Three Sisters Society, welcome. So what are you going to do? You look to relief, right? So who do you go to for that relief? All right. Besides God, which is the obvious answer, besides going to prayer, you're going to go to your significant other. Okay. You're going to go to your boyfriend. You're going to go to your husband. You're going to go to the person you were crushing on, the person that you were texting before all of this happened. You're going to look for that, right? Because all of us right now are not in our right state of mind. We're in this state of adaptation and survival. And because we're in this situation, we're now called to just lean on other people. But those people might also be feeling some kind of way. We're all trying to cope with this. And nobody really understands how or when it's time to get out of this survival mode. We're all traumatized, whether that's a really negative traumatic experience or whether it's a very soft approach of traumatic experience. Either way, we have all been traumatized by this experience. And so we're going to our relationships for that peace and that comfort. But watching The Office all day, every day, wearing the same sweatpants all day, every day, not washing your hair, which PS, this is my clean hair look. When it looks all crazy, that's when it's clean, and that's when you know it's clean. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not taking care of ourselves as well as we would have been had we not been in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And so now you're sitting side by side with this dude, right? And you're doing the same thing over and over and over. And sure, maybe if you guys both had like a really rough week back then, maybe sitting at home in your sweats and vegging out to some good TV, some good Netflix TV, maybe eating some junk food and, just kind of couch surfing for a couple hours or maybe a whole entire afternoon. Maybe that was cool. Maybe that was actually the ideal thing you and your significant other wanted to do, right? But after about 3 weeks of doing the same thing, it's starting to rub off on you, right? You might be thinking to yourself, like, is this really all that it is? Is this it? Is this what we've come to? You know what I mean? You might be feeling frustrated because you don't know how to get out of this situation. And at the same time, you want to do something, but you don't know what to do because you're being told time and time again to be on lockdown. So you almost feel like you're stuck, right? Am I talking to anybody out here? Because if I am, I want to hear it in the comments and I want to see some hearts. Okay. Let me know if I'm talking. Let me know if I'm relating to somebody out here because I need to know. Hey girl, hey, how you doing? Welcome up. Let me wave over here on Instagram. Instagram is live. Where you at, Facebook? Tawana, thank you for joining, girl. All right, so let's talk about this. There's 4 reasons. There's 4 main reasons that your relationship is losing its spark, okay? I don't know if you've been married for 12, 15, 20 years. I don't know if you just started dating. But for whatever the case may be, in your current situation, within your current environment, you feel that there is a dullness, there's a staleness going on in your relationship. You feel like there has to be more than this, right? And you may have saw the video already on my YouTube or Instagram, and you may have been like, I did all those things. How did we get here? How did the quarantine put us here? How did it take a pandemic for us to realize that this is the situation that we're in? All right. So let me explain to you, because maybe you're there, maybe you're not. Okay. Maybe you feel like you might be, but you just want to know for sure. You want to know what your flags are. Okay. So in today's session, let me give you the 4 flags that you want to definitely be on a lookout for, so that if you see them starting to wave in your direction, you automatically know, okay, it's time for me to act and it's time for me to do something, because if I don't, it's going to get worse. And by the time we're told that we're able to leave our houses again, I'm going to want him to pack his stuff up and leave my house for real. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that to happen, because we're all about good, peace and love and healthy relationships out here, because that's what I promote. That's what I empower. That's what I have. And I want everybody to have it too. Okay. So let's get down to the 4 reasons. These are the 4 flags. This is my flag right here. These are the 4 flags that you should be looking out for, so that this doesn't happen to you, so that you don't fall into this rut, so that you're not feeling like you're stuck or frustrated or feeling as though you have no more hope or no more chances, or you're feeling like there's no way out. Okay? This is reason number 1. You guys are doing the same O. Okay? You are doing this exactly how I described it. How you guys are doing the same TV shows. You guys are wearing the same sweatpants. You guys are eating the same pizza. You guys are doing the same thing all day, every day in this quarantine. I know a lot of you guys have been online, and I know you guys have seen that this season is an opportunity to do something different, to get out of your comfort zone, to step up. Okay. And to some people that freaks them out. They're like, oh, that's too much pressure. I'm not going to do that. But with your relationship, wherever you're at, that's a time to step up. That's a time to get a little creative. Okay. I've heard people say they made forts in their living room. I've heard people say they've taken cooking classes from YouTube. I've heard people say that they've had candlelight date nights and they would eat in their car while their kids were watching TV or something. They would have a date in their car. I've heard people say that they gave each other haircuts. Okay. It's that real out here. I gave my husband a haircut and it was actually really romantic because I'm like, dang, this dude really trusts me. And that's a level of intimacy that we have yet to reach until we had to reach a quarantine. You know what I'm saying? You have to do something different. You have to switch it up. Okay. But if you're going to be stuck doing the same old, because it's comfortable, because it's easy, because it forces you to just be where you're at. Okay. Then you're going to run into some problems. He ain't touching my hair. Well, he didn't cut my bangs or nothing like that. But maybe if you guys are at home and you're really, really bored, tell him, hey, babe, do you want to try to do my makeup? You will be surprised at what guys would be interested in doing because they see you doing it and they're probably like, I could do it better. Okay. Or you could be like, hey, babe, let's do something here. Okay. Why don't you style my hair? Why don't you paint my nails? Or let me give you a pedicure. Let me give you a manicure and you give me a manicure. Okay. Because that's a little more gender bias. Okay. We're staying away from the nail polishes or anything like that. But why don't we do something for each other? Okay. Switch it up. Switch it up. I saw, I think his name is Kevin on Stage. He's a Christian comedian and his wife let him do makeup. I'm actually really considering making a video of Kyle doing my makeup. I don't think it's going to be good. I don't think I'm going to record with it, but it would be fun and interesting and it would be funny. You know what I'm saying? It would be really funny because we have so many tools that we use for our beauty. And these guys are over here peeking like, why does it take that much? And so it would just be fun to do between you and your significant other. You know what I'm saying? It's just an idea. I'm sure you could come up with a million others, but the point is that you're getting the ideals moving. Okay. Just to see what would he do, you know? And if I could find the video of Kevin on Stage with his wife doing it, I will show you because she looked crazy. Okay. But it was a moment that I'm sure they will never forget. And that is the key, is that you want to make memorable moments with the opportunity that you have of being together, just you guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's reason number one. You guys are choosing to keep it the same old. Reason number two, okay? If you guys are ready, let me see some hearts. Let me see some comments. Who's ready for reason number two? Let me know while I get some water. You guys good over here? YouTube, Facebook, you guys are good? All right, I see some hearts. All right, I'm going to keep going. Reason number two, you're expecting the other person to initiate the conversation. You're expecting him to speak up first. He's the leader. How come he's not saying anything? He's the man. How come he's not addressing this situation? He sees that I'm upset. He sees that my attitude is messed up. It's time for us, ladies. It's time for us, ladies, as women, as adults, to stop being so passive aggressive. And if you got something to say, then say it. If you feel that something is missing, if you feel that there is a disconnection in your relationship, do not wait for him to bring it up. There's no lesson. There is no lesson in waiting for him to see what's wrong. Okay. If you guys are both in a boat and you see that there is a leak in the boat, why would you sit in the boat and allow the boat to sink before you speak up? Just so that you could be like, well, he should have saw this a long time ago. Well, it's his fault that he didn't see the boat sinking. No, you're the helper. Why don't you speak up? If you see a problem, I know when I'm driving in a car and I see a deer or I see something 50 miles away, I let my husband know, like, hey, watch that. You know what I mean? Like, watch that bump, pothole, watch it. Don't miss it. Curb, don't. There's a lady walking. And am I wrong? So why wouldn't you do the same thing for your relationship? If you notice that there's a disconnect, if you try to engage in a conversation and you feel that he's distant, why don't you bring that up? If you notice that there is just, you try to do something or he's trying to do something with you, because a lot of the times the guys are trying to do something to make the woman happy. And if they're trying to do something and you're just not feeling it, you're just like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not in the mood. I just don't feel it. Now, remember, we're in a quarantine season, so everyone's processing things differently. But if you notice that you're coping in a way that you're feeling like you need to isolate yourself, or he's pushing you away, or he's not trying enough, he's not trying to connect with you guys, if you feel that there's a disconnect, do not wait for the other person to speak up. Because for all they know, or for all you know, you might be feeling like, oh, something's wrong, but I can't touch on that because that'll make him upset. That'll make him angry, or that'll make him defensive, or I don't want to confront. I don't like to confront people. I don't like to do that. We're in our house. There's nowhere for us to go. I don't want to start this argument. Sister, what kind of argument are you starting? One that's actually going to fix your relationship? Or would you rather just drift apart and then wonder where it went wrong? Figure out what the disconnect is. And if you find it, speak about it. Reason number 2, while your relationship is losing its spark, is because you're expecting the other person to address it first. All right. So who is ready for reason number 3? If you are, let me see some hearts. Let me see some comments. Let me know if you guys are into this. I see, yes, Maris, yes, same page. I agree. That's right. Let me see if you guys ready for reason number 3. Drop the hearts. I see some hearts. Thank you. Thank you. The hearts really don't mean anything, by the way. They just let me know, like, all right, you guys are feeling this. Okay. Okay. All right. Reason number 3. Here we go. You guys didn't make it a priority. You did not make your relationship a priority. You guys are stuck on your phones, scrolling and liking and laughing at memes, and your partner is sitting right next to you. Haven't talked to them all day. You're not making them a priority. You got kids, okay? Who am I talking to that has kids out there? You're putting all of your effort and all of your energy and all of your time on trying to teach your kids, trying to be their teachers, trying to be their mentors, trying to be their maids, trying to be their chefs. And don't get me wrong, I got 2 kids too. But there are boundaries that you got to put in place. You got to let them kids know that there is time for them, and there is time for your spouse, or there is time for your significant other. There is time for your partner. You need to let them know. Okay, you're putting everything else first. Okay, the fact that we can't connect with our friends and our family, so we're so busy. Oh, I got a Zoom meeting. I got a Zoom prayer call. I got a Zoom group message. I got a video chat. You know, me and my cousins, we have a video chat going on the app Marco Polo, and so I'm on this all the time now, just trying to catch up the feed, just trying to catch up to what everybody else is saying. Do not forget who your significant other is. Have a cutoff time. Have a boundary in place. Have something there to respect the time that you would purposely set to connect with your significant other. Because if you don't, they're going to get lost in all of this. They're going to get lost and they're going to feel like they're not important of your time. And if you're sitting face to face, if you're sitting 6 feet apart, because you know that's the rule. We're supposed to be 6 feet apart from each other. You're 6 feet apart from him and you don't even engage with that person and they're there all the time. You don't think that you guys are going to lose a spark? You don't think that the sparks are still going to fly? If you're not purposely setting some kind of priority for that person? Yes, it's understandable that your time is now being split, but you also have to understand that you make time for the things you want. You make time for the things that matter, and you make time to the things that are important most to you. Is this relationship important to you? If it is, act like it. All right? Act like it. He actually got off social media for a while. It can be draining. Social media can be a time waster. It can be, it's almost the same as vegging out on the couch. It's a escape. People go on social media just to escape because they don't want to think anymore. They rather just scroll through the posts, and they rather just double tap a heart or watch a video, or it's so easy to get caught up in that. It's so easy to go down a rabbit hole of something. I tell you, the clickbaits that I see are just like, we'll tell you how big of a Disney fan you are based on the food that we show you. I spent 15 minutes on that quiz. 15 minutes that I could have had a really decent conversation with my husband talking about, where are you at today? How are you feeling today? What bothered you the most? What made you smile? What made you laugh? How can we help each other? How can we grow? How can we have fun together? How can we build a memory together? I'm not even lying, Maddie's. I am not lying. I straight up was like, is that from Beauty and the Beast? Or is it looks like a Cinderella dish. Like, they're catchy. Don't get me wrong, they're catchy, but you have to make your significant other a priority, because if you don't, they're going to get lost. And then when you finally realize, oh, wait, you're leaving. Oh, we're not doing good. Well, let's fix this. You know what they're going to say? You don't have time. You don't have time. All right. Who's ready for the fourth and last reason that your relationship is losing its spark? Let me see your comments. Let me see hearts. Let me see. Are you guys enjoying this live today? Let me know if you're enjoying the live. I'm going to get one swig of water before I get my reason number 4 out. All right. We got Madison joining. Welcome, welcome. Madison on Instagram. Swana said true. True. All right. We're ready for the last one. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Reason number 4, while your relationship is losing its spark, you are not willing to open your pockets. Let me say that very clear. Let me move my hair out of my face because I'm very serious. You are not willing to open your pockets. Think about this. Usually in a real world, okay, in normal world, usually you would take your person on a date. You would spend time with them and spend services on them. You know, you would go to a play, you would go to the movies, you would go have dinner. Now that that's gone, you're like, oh snap, I can't take Boo out on a date. So now I have nothing to do. So now we're just going to be a boring couple. Okay? Invest in your relationship. Some people are married out there. Okay, a lot of people are saying explain. Some people are married out there. They realize that there's a dull in their spark, but they would never invest in a relationship retreat, a marriage retreat. They would never go to counseling unless it was on the brink of divorce. Even though they've been upset at each other, even though they've been in disagreement with each other for years, they would never say, let's use a counselor. Let's use a mediator, okay? Some of you guys are in relationships and you're like, I don't know how to get deeper and closer to God and also deeper and closer with my relationship. And you guys would never stop at a bookstore to buy a couple's devotional, okay? Some of you guys are dating and you guys are trying to figure out if you're good for each other, but then this quarantine hit, okay? And you guys would never invest in something that you can do at home that would help you grow your relationship, such as like Blue Apron or buying a book or buying a board game or something that's going to be specifically for your relationship. Okay? We did a lot of things with our money when we were able to, but now that you're at home, remember, you got to get creative. Okay? A lot of people aren't willing to invest in a summit or a retreat or a seminar. There are so many things that you could do. I am a relationship coach and I offer ebooks and workbooks and digital books. I offer all types of that stuff. Okay. I'm not the only one. Relationships and love is like the number 2 most popular thing in the world besides health and wellness. So if you can't find any kind of, if you can't find any value out of what I'm selling and what I'm bringing to the table, then please believe you can find someone who can. Okay. If you're saying, oh, I want to pray for my husband, but I don't know how, there are tons of books about praying wives and how you can pray through your husband and how you can pray for your marriage, how you can pray for your relationship. Should you get married to this person? There are a lot of resources out there. There are a lot of classes that you could take. okay, out there that will let you know, okay? If you're dating, you're not even at the ring level yet. You just want to know, is this person right for me? You can still go to counseling for that. You can still go to a seminar for that, okay? You can still do things. But the thing is we're not thinking about that, okay? We're not taking the time to invest in this, okay? Usually when you make an investment, you're putting your financial value into it so that your status of something else can grow and multiply, okay? So you're putting in a small investment in buying a devotional now so that it can enhance and grow your relationship that will last longer than what it would have had you would have never bought it in the first place. Does that make sense? The best way to help your relationship is to work on it when it's good. Don't wait. Exactly. You want to work on your relationship. You want to invest in your relationship. Okay. So say this quarantine is over, right? Say this quarantine is over and you guys are stuck and you lost the spark and you don't know what to do. And you're like, I've tried, I'm not really going to, Selina, I hear what you're saying. It sounds really good. It's really inspirational, but I'm not really going to do that. Okay. Why don't you guys get a personal trainer and get healthy together? That's an investment. And now they got everything online, so you can do it online, right? Why don't you invest in dance classes and learn how to do the tango with your spouse? You don't think that's sexy? Try it, okay? Or salsa, okay? Maybe you could do some salsa merengue classes and do that ballroom dancing type stuff, okay? Maybe a getaway. If you guys are there at that point where you can get a weekend getaway. When was the last time you were going to do that? Okay. All I'm saying is that what you put into your relationship will come out in a positive way. Okay. And the best way that it affects you is where you put your money where your mouth is. Okay. So that's what I have to say. Any questions? We're going to open it up for any questions before I head out. Again, the 4 reasons, let me go over them one more time. The 4 reasons is same old, same old. You're not doing anything different. Number 2 is you're expecting the other to initiate. You're not speaking up and addressing it. Number 3 is you're not making it a priority. Okay. And number 4 is you're not willing to open your pockets. You're not willing to invest in the relationship that you have. You're not trying to do anything to make it grow. You're not putting any type of investment whatsoever financially to help bring your marriage bring your dating, bring your relationship where it needs to be. Okay. You guys go to the same dates. Applebee's, 2 for $20. You think that's really going to spark your relationship? Or maybe you can make a perfume and he can make a cologne and you guys could wear that on the next time you go on a date. You could pay for that class. You see what I'm saying? That's another example of what you can do. But we're so stuck in our ways, right? And we're so stuck in that budget that if it really needs to add a spark, if you really need to add a spark, remember, these are just flags. These are just flags. So if you see the flags waving, take the initiative to do something about it before it gets worse. All right. So any questions whatsoever? Any questions? I don't have a whole lot of resources on marriage, but I do have this one. And it is 30 ways to make your marriage bed sexy, satisfying, and sacred. Okay, these are all 30 tried and true ways. This is probably the only resource that I have for married people. But for dating, if you're dating, I have courses, I have ebooks, I have masterclasses, I have digital uploads or downloads that you guys can get. I have free resources for people who are dating. So be sure to just check out my link in my bio and you can find all of that stuff. You could click on the button that says start here. It's on the top and you could see all of my free resources. You can see all of my blog posts pertaining to your specific relationship status. And you could visit my shop where you can find all of the things that I offer for you guys. All right. So before I head out, Tawana, did you get your explanation when I was talking about reason number 4? Let me know in the comments. And over here on Instagram, does anyone have any more questions? Any more questions? Good advice. You're welcome. You're welcome. You love it. I'm so glad you love it. take dance lessons. Listen, we took dance lessons before we got married. Kyle and I, we took dance lessons before we got married because we wanted to, we didn't get there. Let me just say, we needed more lessons, but we wanted to get to like a ballroom dancing level of salsa. And we wanted to like do all the spins and stuff. That was some of the funnest lessons I had. It was a workout, so it was fun. It was a workout. And man, when you're dancing close to your honey like that and you're moving your body like that, don't sit here and tell me that that doesn't bring up a spark. Okay? So something to think about. Just things that you would never think to do. Couples massage. Hello? Am I talking to somebody? I could go on and on. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to go on and on in a different live because we're out of time right now. All right. If you loved this, then be sure to follow me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Be sure to get the notifications. I do this every Thursday. Okay. During the quarantine, I'm doing live Q&As every Thursday. Next week, we are going to be talking about, let's see. Let me look in my planner. Morning routines. Okay, I'm going to be breaking down morning routines, why they're important, what happens when you get stuck in a rut, what happens when you don't even want to wake up in the morning. We're going to talk about the tools and the resources that I use. Let's talk about the things that you guys use. We're going to talk about beauty. We're going to talk about mind. We're talking about body. We're going to talk about your faith. So that's what's going on next week, guys. There will be a replay of this for 24 hours if you guys want to watch that on Instagram and also, I believe, on Facebook. YouTube, you guys are a little special. You get the video for free whenever you guys want that. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Let's see. Tawana said, I bought a buttload of adult board games and can't get him to play them. Then you need to talk to him. You need to talk to him. What will you play? Maybe you got to step out of your comfort zone and play some kind of Mario Go-Kart or whatever he plays, you know, something on video games in their video game console. Or maybe you guys meet in the middle, you know, you got to figure it out. You can't just assume that you know what's going to work. You have to work on it together. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, girl, he works so much. Yeah. A lot of essential workers are working overtime and overtime and overtime. And that's why it is more critical than ever to make sure that you're maintaining the spark however you can. Even if it's, I got to play strip poker. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for watching this live. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed this. Okay, please be sure to share the replay if you enjoyed it and if you want other people to get the same kind of information and advice. And I will look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow on the mini morning show. Okay, and I will see you guys in the future. And take care. I'm going to go in my living room, and me and my husband, we always decompress around this time, and we always have our last snacks for the evening, and then we watch our favorite shows, and we just catch up in conversation, and we just enjoy each other's company. And that's what we do, and that's what we're going to do right now. So be safe. This is what I've been telling you guys at the end of every video. Be safe. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you keep your distance. Make sure you stay positive, and always, always have faith that God is going to do big and mighty things in this season for you, for your relationship, for this country, for this world. Okay? Keep the faith. Trust God. Prayer works. I love you guys, and I will see you guys again soon. All right? Bye.